Welcome to The Right Question, the video podcast designed to answer your questions about writing. I'm Daphne Gray Grant. Today I have a question from Bethany Lynch from Seattle, Washington. She's a master's student in English and her question is about procrastination. Here's what she wrote. I have to write my thesis. How do I break my terrible habit of procrastinating about everything? When I wrote my own thesis back in 1979, it was a deeply traumatic event. I delayed and procrastinated. I even asked my professor for an extension, which he refused. I finally finished the project by locking myself in a room and writing for 3 days straight with no sleep. I don't recommend that approach. For anyone who struggles with procrastination, I have 3 tips. Number 1, do your hardest work first thing in the morning. This is because we all have the most willpower first thing in the day. Research by American professor Roy Baumeister has shown that our reserves of willpower are highest in the morning. I like to imagine our willpower as an hourglass. And as soon as it's turned over, the millions of small decisions we make every day cause more sand to tumble through the hourglass. And I'm not talking major decisions, I'm talking about the dumb little ones like what to eat for breakfast, what clothes to wear, which route to take to work. So if writing your thesis is going to take willpower, and I suspect it will, then I suggest you start your writing first thing in the day when you have most of that precious commodity. Number 2, use mini goals. Do you know the famous joke, how do you eat an elephant? Answer, 1 bite at a time. Writing a thesis is the same thing. I don't know how long your thesis needs to be, but let's guess you're going to require at least 40,000 words. You can't write that in 2 days. No one can. Instead, give yourself a small and reasonable daily goal that you can do over a stretch of time. For example, if you write 450 words a day for 88 days, you'll have 40,000 words in 3 months. I know you're an English student and you may be allergic to math, but get out your calculator and do some basic arithmetic to figure out a plan that will really work for you. Number 3, give yourself frequent rewards. This part of your homework won't be the least bit painful. In fact, it should be fun. If you're an English student, I'm guessing you enjoy reading novels. So reward yourself for an hour's worth of work with an hour's worth of free reading. Just make it something unrelated to your thesis. Or go for a coffee. Or a beer with a friend, or go for a walk in one of those beautiful Seattle parks. There are lots of presents you can give yourself that don't cost very much money, but still feel like a reward. Just remember that you need to earn the reward. So do the work first and give yourself the reward after. Finally, don't forget the words of American aphorist Mason Cooley, who said, "Procrastination makes easy things hard and hard things harder." I'll see you next week. If you have a question for me, you can email, tweet, or Skype me. Details in the description below. And don't forget, if you like the video, be sure to subscribe so you can catch it every week.